Hi, today we're gonna delve into the world of Rebecca and explore the fascinating question: is Rebecca a patriarchal novel? To answer this, let's first understand what patriarchy is. In patriarchal societies, men typically have more control over resources such as money, land, and property. This unequal distribution of resources often leads to a situation where men are considered better off than women, as illustrated by the example of Maxim. Patriarchy also influences the different types of roles that men and women are expected to fulfill. Men are often associated with roles that are considered more prestigious and higher paying, while women are often associated with domestic or caregiving roles. This raises the question of whether heroine, the nameless heroine who doesn't need to work, is truly happy with her situation. And for me personally, it's definitely yes, she is happy. And I will explain it a little bit later. And there's something very interesting about the heroine. It seems that she's happily submissive to Maxim, especially, not Favel or Frank. And I think that is something that we can also observe in The Merchant of Venus, where Portia is structurally submissive to Bassanio, but thematically masculine in the play. Okay, I think pretty much it. Yeah, I think we're done with patriarchy, the definition of it at least. So, I think it's time for the characters, which is the most important part, I think. So let's start with Maxim. He's basically the typical example of a traditional patriarchal figure. He's wealthy, powerful, and often domineering. One of the most telling moments is when the heroine tells us of his petting her, treating her almost like a child or a pet. This infantilization can also be a classical patriarchal behavior, suggesting he sees her as less capable and in need of his protection. But I'm more focused on the heroine's consent here. She seems happy to be petted, and she even says, "I suppose it's his dependence upon me that has made me bold at last." This suggests that while Maxim may view her through a patriarchal lens, she does not view him in the same way. So basically, I'm trying to brainstorm with you, so I'm not gonna give you a very, very defined answer in this video. I would leave the answer to you. So, the heroine is, again, same as Portia. She is structurally feminine but thematically masculine. If we consider the way she helps Maxim out in the inquest, and also Rebecca's haunting, we can see that the heroine is somehow masculine in some way. She can do something that even Frank can't. Frank is his agent, remember? Is Maxim's agent. And if you are studying Rebecca and The Merchant of Venus, I mean, this video is basically in your favor. you should watch it again and again, because I'm gonna compare Rebecca to Merchant of Venus a lot. And another example is when Maxim and the heroine at Monte Carlo hotel, Maxim scolds the heroine for eating on a wet tablecloth. This might seem a bit trivial to you, but I think it reflects his control over her behavior, reinforcing his dominance in their relationship. Or actually we can read it as a form of masculine caring. And I think I would take it as a form of masculine caring than the representation of his masculine dominance over a relationship. Because I truly think that even though Maxim seems patriarchal, but I mean, I think there's true love between them. So now let's take a look at Favel. Unlike Maxim, Favel is flirtatious and manipulative. He tries to assert his dominance over the heroine in a different way. For example, he asks her to ride with him, and later mocks her when she only allows Frank to drive her home. This shows that Favel seems to see her as a conquest, which is another form of patriarchal behavior, of course. Favel represents patriarchy to a great extent, considering that he avenges Rebecca's death on Maxim. A sense of protectionism is also prevalent in Maxim's character. However, the heroine's reaction to Favel is telling. She doesn't submit to him. Instead, she stands her ground, choosing Frank's company over Favel's advances. This suggests that while Favel tries to assert patriarchal control, the heroine resists it. It can be read as a protest against patriarchy. So basically, I've just briefly summarized some of the points that can be used to support the patriarchal ideology in Rebecca, but also the opposite side of it. I think there's something really interesting about Maxim and Favel, because both of them are relatively masculine in the novel, but at the same time, Maxim is caring, and Favel is not. So Favel is a guy who. It seems that Favel is a guy who will treat women as playthings. Okay, that's the simplest way that I can think of to put it. Yeah, I think pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on Rebecca and patriarchy in the comments below. And to answer the question that I raised at the beginning, is Rebecca a novel of patriarchy? For me personally, for me, it is not. Yeah, it's not. But of course, you can argue the other way round. So I'm not gonna intervene that. Okay, I'm just helping you to brainstorm and review, and help you to review and revise the text. So yeah, see you next time.